Hey everybody, glad you're here. Right now I've only got one watcher, but that's all right. So let's get started. Here you are with crypto and whiskey with Cam, and well, whiskey and crypto with Cam. But what we're going to talk about today is a whole lot of crypto. I've been doing a lot of whiskey stuff, but now it's time to get serious again about crypto. So in the last couple of weeks, a lot of things have been going on. Most importantly, hey, see ya. Most importantly, we thought we were getting past some of these exchange hacks, and now there's an exchange that shuts down. And what? The owner has all the private keys allegedly on a laptop, and nobody can get into it? Come on. And then a wallet Trojan that comes out. I mean, we all thought we were good, but hey, you know. And then there's the big zcash flaw. So those are all the things I want to talk about today. I'm seeing some of your comments come up. I appreciate it. Here, just to make you jealous though, check this out. Uh-oh. Thanks, Sia. I wonder what that could be. I've got a mic on this, so let me see if it gets a little better. It's got a windscreen. There is a tiny bit of wind here in beautiful Palm Desert, California. You can see the palm trees, warm weather. I'm out here where there's like 3 different pools plus a lagoon. But you're not here to see that. You're here to talk about crypto. Sia, is that audio any better? I'm trying to save. I'll change the direction here so that the wind is coming from the back. Is that better, audio-wise? Shoot. Well, let's go bigger. Go bigger. How's that now? If that's not better, I can always, all right, well, there we go. Awesome. So, here we go. Palm Desert, a few people watching. I know you guys want to talk about a lot of different things, but first, come on. Private keys, it's not your crypto if you don't hold the key, right? Everybody knows that, but not everybody knows that. And of course, we all make trades, right? I bet everybody watching's got at least 1 or 2 open orders somewhere. I mean, how else do we trade, make money, buy the dip, whatever it is? So we've got to have some money on exchanges. But unbelievable if QuadrigaCX actually has $190 million worth of crypto on a laptop with no other access. Just once again, exchanges. I think Safe Trade really proved that we are very open and transparent, but still, don't keep money there if you don't need to. And always make sure, our team has already discussed all of these different fallback plans and worst case scenario type things, so that there's not only one person holding a key, but also so that there's not a whole bunch of people that you don't know that have any access to servers at all. So, crazy stuff. Hey, Vimanos. I probably should have thrown up a link to this in some of the other Discords, but so you guys, appreciate you guys watching, so share it around if you can. So let's talk about another interesting occurrence. A few of you guys know I'm into Denarius. I'm actually only, probably 90 miles from Carson Clock right now. I know he lives down here in SoCal. At least, well, I shouldn't say I know. I believe he does. Same thing with BuzzFeed. Buzz, I don't know if he's going to watch or not. So, but Denarius ended up with a wallet Trojan, azorult. Now, how in the world did that happen? Carson believes that his GitHub account got hacked because he didn't use 2FA and he used an old password, and somehow or another they were able to hack in. So then they uploaded, get this, they put the azorult virus or Trojan on the EXE for the Denarius executable wallet. So then anybody that downloaded it and ran it ended up being at risk. And that particular, if you guys look that up, I'll put a link afterwards for people that watch this later. If you look up this Trojan, what's really interesting is it has the ability to steal a lot of stuff. Hey, Chris. Yeah, it was pretty wow. And the thing is that it's a very very hard to find virus or Trojan, and it's very effective. It can strip credit card numbers from browsers, browser history, and then it also steals the wallet.dat of over 20 different cryptocurrencies. So if your wallet.dat was encrypted, I don't mind you saying that, Sia, and you're not the only one that says that. And you know, I haven't met Carson in person. He does post himself out there pretty straight up, and while it does seem to some people suspicious, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, I've tried to chat with Carson a little bit this morning to see if we could find out more about it. I think it would be interesting if he would. Shoot, I'm here for almost a week. Maybe I'll see if I can drive over and talk to him. We'll live stream together, me and Carson Clock. That'd be badass. So anyway, so this azorult steals wallet.dats. If your wallet.dat was encrypted, you seem to be good to go. However, with that said, it's interesting in that I'm not a security researcher, but the people that have been involved in this haven't actually figured out exactly what happened, because one person stated that they had their wallet.dat encrypted, but their wallet was unlocked. And so trying to figure out if there's some sort of connection to actually the wallet, or if maybe when the wallet was unencrypted, when the wallet, QT wallet, is running unencrypted, could they then have access to the private keys and then just send, you know, all the different ways. You could make the string and just send it, or you could put it into import a key into a wallet, however it went. So anyway, one of the things that really comes up about that is how many of you guys install a QT wallet and right away Windows Defender, boom, malware. And all it is, we always think, it's just mining software. Oh, it's just something that's in the wallet because that wallet has CPU mining enabled, or has the code for it, you know, stuff like that. And so we just bypass it, right? I mean, we all do it. So we've got to be more careful. All of us have to be more careful. And I'll tell you, Jeff from SafeCoin and I have talked about it before, whether it's advisable ever to download an exe and an already compiled binary, or if we should be compiling them ourselves. But every one of us also knows what a pain in the ass that is. Is there a right answer? Not necessarily. See, I install a wallet to get an address, then delete the wallet, back up the address, and key onto cold storage. So, well, that's what I'm going to tell you. So I've got some other ways I do it too. If something's really shady, I almost always just do a virtual machine and I run Ubuntu or Linux Mint. Not all wallets will open on that. And run a command line wallet, generate an address, dump private key, and then I save that key pair into a text file, and then I save that personally on a USB, and I put it also on an encrypted sparse image that I store in the iCloud. So I should have multiple levels of security there because I've got a USB with my private key pair, and then I've got it in an encrypted sparse image, and that should be very effective, but then it's on the cloud so that it's at a physical location that's different than where I am. If my whole house burns down and my gun safe gets, my fire safe gets burned too far down that it gets hot enough that it compromises that USB, then I still have the cloud storage option. So virtual machine, Linux, and I don't normally compile if I don't have to, but I will if I have to. I also like running stuff on my Mac. I hate to say this to all you guys that are Windows lovers and stuff, but bottom line is I'm not challenging any hackers, but the Mac's way safer. That's bottom line. Another option, if something only has a Windows wallet, you can create a new user, and I think you're going to protect yourself somewhat and give that user just guest privileges. Download the wallet, run it, generate your key pair, never go back to it unless you need to transfer stuff. Make sure you guys are using, if your coin's not based on a zcash type thing where you use Z addresses, you should be able to encrypt your wallet. So if you can encrypt your wallet, you should always do that. So We got to be more careful. We've always got to be watching out. Don't just automatically click through when you get a warning on your virus detection when you download a new wallet. Compile if you can, run in virtual machines or in Linux, and don't encrypt any kind of wallet. Do encrypt any kind of wallet that you can, which of course Zcash wallets you can't if they use Z addresses. So that brings us to the biggest news, I think. Looking at some notes here I wrote down, I wanted to talk to you guys about a lot of things. So Zcash from the start has a mathematical problem. How crazy is that? So this mathematical problem right from the beginning allows unlimited funds to be generated in Z addresses. The good thing is it's very, very, very difficult to implement. Zcash says that they don't believe anybody had the knowledge of the problem, nor was anybody able to take advantage of the problem. But they found this out last year, and then they fixed it, right? So they fixed it. That's awesome. Except they didn't tell anybody. So then the next thing they did after they fixed it, they went ahead and told 2 people, Horizon and KMD. And then they let those guys fix it. So those 2 guys fix it. And instead of maybe now we could, like a phone tree, for you guys that are old like me, you might remember a phone tree. I call 2 people and they all call 2 people and you can let a bunch of people know. Well, why in the heck didn't KMD let a couple people know? Why didn't Horizon let a couple people know? Nope, instead they went, oh man. Hey, I'm still a good guy though, so I'm glad you're watching me. Stuck watching me. So instead of telling everybody, they publish it. And so, boom, Fortune magazine, boom, Medium, I mean, big deal. Boom, all over the place. Now everybody knows that every Zcash fork possibly has that bug. Well, actually, I shouldn't say possibly, because there's nobody that was going to go back. If you're forking it, nobody's going back and looking at the original mathematical proofs where you could see that there's one variable. It's beyond my math skills. That's fair disclosure there. But basically one equation that turns out fails, causes the whole thing to have that potential issue. So we talk about SafeCoin, my favorite. Oh, by the way, you guys didn't even see my awesome shirt. That's right. So SafeCoin has some things to do, and there are already so many things on the list, the to-do list. Talking about an algo swap. Talking about, we've already been talking about whether we needed to go to Sprout. Safe nodes, of course, are in development, and all this was on top of Safe Trade Hack. So after a complete redo of the Safe Trade Hack, of the user interface and how that works, work starts on safe nodes again, resumes on safe nodes again, and now the Zcash flaw comes to light. So another team meeting, guys smarter than me start making some decisions. Jeff especially points out some things, puts some stuff out to the Safers group. If you're not in the SafeCoin Discord, you should definitely join it. I got to write that down. I got to make sure I put a link to Discord and a link to that azorult. For you guys that want more information. So in the SafeCoin Discord, we put out some information, talk about you know, what's important as far as algo swaps, the change. We've got to fix the flaw, but we can fix the flaw, or we can fix the flaw and upgrade to Sprout or Sapling, and you know, make those kind of decisions, and then integrate safe nodes. So I'm a little bit early on this. This isn't an official release, so I hope Jeff doesn't kill me for this, but for the most part, it looks like we're going to be releasing, or Jeff, I say we. I love that I'm part of the team, and I feel lucky that they allow me to do this and call myself part of the team, and I do try to make some good guiding decisions or good guiding statements. But the reality is these guys that are programming make some pretty significant decisions, and they have, I mean, they're what are so important. So those guys have been working virtually 24/7, and they are going to release an update very quickly here. It's going to immediately solve the Zcash security flaw. That's super important. And so that's going to be an update that everybody's going to need to make. Pools and stuff, they'll be on board right away, but you guys with your wallets are going to have to update those too as well. Algo change, so we're going to change to 192.7. That's going to give us a little bit of buy us some time for ASIC resistance. That's always been a core principle with the SafeCoin before I was ever a part of the team, which is to make it as available to GPU miners as possible, which means not available to the FPGAs and ASICs. So yeah, that's exactly it. Sorry for the aside there, but Sia's asking, somebody else says, what in the world? Why didn't they inform other people of the bug? It definitely isn't the best way for them to have done a bug notification. Okay, so immediate Zcash security patch, algorithm change to try to at least delay FPGAs and ASICs. And that's going to occur, I think, February 12th. And then the code for safe nodes is, a lot of it's already in place, but there's some other stuff that the guys were adding. And looks like an activation date, tentative. I hope I don't get in big trouble. Don't hold me to this. This isn't a promise. I don't promise anything on behalf of the guys that make code, because that's hard, but it looks like safe node activation date of February 15, day after Valentine's Day. So you have a day to spend with your loved one, and then guess what? You're going to be sitting at the computer, because I know you're going to want to get some of these things. Yeah, see, I'm going to get in trouble, aren't I? And then one of the things that needs to occur with the Zcash flaw is we need to make sure that minted Z addresses, or that there was no fake Z actually minted. It's unlikely that there was. But also, in order to facilitate this switch, everybody's going to have to transfer any funds off of Z addresses and put them in a transparent address. And then on 3/1, Z addresses, March 1st, Z addresses will no longer work. And then new Z addresses will be implemented potentially a week later. That's, again, I'm not speaking for the team, I'm speaking what I know, and again, I will never promise something that a coder has to deliver. That's not my place. But I think this is all information people want to know, that basically we're looking at an immediate security patch that should occur today, an algorithm change that will be in the code but it's timed activation in about 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, in about a week. Algo change in roughly a week, and then safe nodes implementation of roughly a few days after that, and then the old Z address burn, and then new Z addresses made available. For you guys that are serious about security and anonymity, you're probably concerned about the Zcash addresses, the Z address being unavailable. Just remember, there's a real simple fix. You can create a new key pair on a different wallet, use a VPN if you want to obscure, or Tor to obfuscate your IP. Anyway, you can generate a new key pair, send from the Z address to that single public key. Don't ever worry about it again. Once the new Z addresses are in place, you make a new Z address, send that transaction one time. That should be enough to keep you anonymous. So I know that I'm a big anonymity guy myself, so I know that there's people that are concerned about that, but it's a pretty realistic and simple fix. So with that, that's a pretty long live stream for me. We're right at 20 minutes, and I appreciate all you guys that'll watch me for 20 minutes and comment. I really appreciate the comments. I missed a couple of my favorite commenters, but that's okay. You guys can always comment later. If you guys liked this, definitely subscribe to my channel, tell your friends, post up links to this. These are actually kind of fun to watch later in real time. Oh, that's right. I've got a request here, and hold on. This is an important request. And since I am, I'm here because you guys, it is important that I follow all requests. And oh boy. Just hold it here. There's something about whale oil whale oil beef hooked. So, whale oil beef fucked. That's it. That's my, that's right, your work here is done. I now speak Gaelic English. All right, I will see you guys later. Hit the subscribe button, ask questions. See ya. As I'm going out here, I'm just gonna give you guys one last chance to look at this scenery. Uh-oh. Lots of palm trees. Sounds good, Adam. Thank you.